Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, we'll continue Surah Mulk, and today we're gonna do from ayah number 20 to 30, and we'll finish and do the quick review what we did in the first two parts. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In ayah number 20, or who is it that could be an army for you to aid you other than the most merciful? The disbelievers are not but in delusion. So here in ayah number 20, we have seen Amman Haza Lazi. Who is it? Amman is who is. Haza, this Lazi, Huwa Jundul Lakum. Jundun, I told you in previous clip, it's an army. Lakum for you, Yansurukum, to help you. It's from Nasara min duni Rahman, besides Allah, most gracious. Who will help if Allah is not helping? Who will help? Inil kafiruna illa fi ghurur, and not kafirun, the disbelievers, but in delusion. They are in the deception here. So, or who is it that could be an army for you to help you besides the most gracious? The disbelievers are not but in delusion. So in following ayah in 21, afaman yamshi here, amman has allazi in ayah number 21, amman has allazi yarzuqukum in amsaka rizqa bal lajju fi utubiyyun wa nufur. Amman is, these are the two words, and man, who is. Haza, this, allazi, the one who yarzuqukum, to provide you in, if, amsaka, he withheld or hold it. Rizqa, here it's provision. If Allah is holding the provision, who else can give it? بل لجوا في عتو ونفور, balni, rather, lajju, they persist. Fi, in utu, is pride, nufur, and aversion. So this is ayah number 21. Or who is it that could provide for you if he withholds his provision? Nay, they persist in pride and aversion. So ayah number 21, if Allah withheld his provision from you, where could you get provision from? If rain is prevented, I mean, the rain is one form of provision, isn't it? If that is prevented, can we bring rain? No, we can forecast when it's going to rain, but we can't, we don't have anything. If that is prevented, can we bring rain? No. Can we cause rain to fall? No, never. And sometimes, remember, excessive rain also can prevent risk. There's a hadith, Prophet ﷺ said, famine would not break but because of drought. But there would be a famine despite heavy rainfall, as nothing would grow from the earth. Because sometimes what happens, excessive rainfall causes everything to get flooded and plants to die. But they have persisted in insolence and aversion, meaning they were very arrogant, so they do not believe. They are literally asking for this because they were in the pride. So that's the reason they are asking for it. And here in ayah number 22, أَفَمَنْ يَمْشِي مُكِبًّا عَلَى وَجْهِهِ أَحْدَى أَمَّنْ يَمْشِي سَوِيًّا عَلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. So afaman, then, is he who yamshi is from mashi, walks, mukibban, fall, ala, upon, on, wajhihi, his face. If you fall down on your face, ahda, who is better guided, amman, who, yamshi, walks, saviyan, upright, when you walk upright, ala sirate, mustaqim, straight path. So here in ayah number 22, then is he who walks fallen on his face better guided, or he who walks upright on the straight path? Like, the person with the face on and walking straight, he's better, or the upside down, like, the who walks fall on his face, he walks upright, who is on the straight path. Say it is who has produced, then is one who fall on his face better guided, or the one who walks straight upright, or on a straight path. Who can see better? Who will find the right way? The person who is on the, like, his face is upright, isn't it? So in ayah number 23, we see here ayah number 23, قُلْ هُوَ الَّذِي أَنْشَأَكُمْ وَجَعَلَ لَكُمْ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ. So here it says, قُلْ هُوَ الَّذِي أَنْشَأَكُمْ وَجَعَلَ لَكُمْ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Qul, say, Huwa, he, Allazi, the one who Anshakum, produced you, Nasha, Wajala, and made Lakum for you, Sam'a, hearing, seeing, mim, ain, and Absara, vision, and Afida is heart here, and but here when Afida is used, it's literally for the feelings. قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ, and very little they give the thanks. In ayah number 23, say, is the one who produced you and made for you the faculties of hearing and seeing and feeling. Little is it that you give thanks. In ayah number 23, we see that you do not use these abilities properly. You do not, and instead you walk on through life like animals without even thinking, without even using your eyes, your ears. This is something that does not befit man, isn't it? We have to use our intellect, we have to use our sam'a and apsara. So, but why it says Qalil ma tashkurun, very little time? Because you're not using your faculties and you're not giving thanks. That's the thing. And here in the following ayah, قُلْ هُوَ الَّذِي زَرَأَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَإِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. So, say he is the one who multiplied you in the earth, and to him you will be gathered. Qul huwa. Whenever the qul comes, it means it is informing to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and with the wahi, he is informing us. Huwa allazi zara'akum, from zara, multiplied you, fil earth, on the earth. And not only we are multiplied in human beings, different creatures, jinns, but one day, وَإِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ, we will be gathered. And they say it is who has multiplied you throughout the earth, isn't it? If you see on the throughout the earth, the whole universe, we are multiplied on the earth, and to him you will be gathered. The one who created, the one who scattered you, he will call you back also. Means we born here, we are scattered everywhere, and one day Allah will gather in the one place. So in ayah number 25, we see they say وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And they say, Mata, when haza, this wa'du, it's from wa'ada, waw, ain, dal, promise, in, if kuntum, you are sadiqeen, truthful. And they say, when will the promise will be fulfilled if you are truthful? They are asking, and they say, when is the promise if you should be truthful? They are asking for the azab, for the punishment, because they are mocking. They are thinking it's a fun. And following ayah, Qul innamal ilmu indallah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Qul, say only innama, knowledge with Allah. Knowledge is only with Allah. Allah knows about when it will come. Wa innama ana nazirum mubin. And innama, only, Ana, I am Nazir, a warner, a mubin, clear. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, I am a clear warner. I am just informing you, I am warning you. Ilm of when it's going to happen, the punishment or the day of judgment, Allah knows about it. See, the knowledge is only with Allah. I am only a clear warner. So here we see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam don't have knowledge of ghaib, of unseen. So when some person say, oh, I have knowledge of unseen, of ghaib, how is it possible? When our beloved Prophet don't have, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how come the normal human being can? No, no way. Only Allah knows about it. And in ayah number 27, فَلَمَّا رَوْهُ زُلْفَةً سِيئَتْ وُجُوهُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَقِيلَ هَذَا الَّذِي كُنْتُمْ بِهِ تَدَّعُونَ. Falamma, but when ra'ahu, they will see. It's from ra'a, zulfatan, approaching. When it approaches, si'at will be in distressed. Wujuhu, the faces, allazina, those who kafaru, they disbelieved. Waqila, it was said, haza, this allazi, that which kuntum, you used to do bihi, for it that don't call. So here, but when they will see it approaching, the faces of those who disbelieve will be distressed, and it will be said, this is what you used to call for. When the punishment literally approached, and that time wuju, like literally it is, touching it. Kafur wakila hazal lazi kuntum bihi tadun. And they are reminded, you remember, you were asking for this punishment. Now it's for the real. But when they see it approaching, the faces of those who disbelieve will be distressed, and it will be said, this is that for which you used to call. So you used to demand this punishment. You used to wonder where it is. You doubted, as here is the right before you. In ayah number 28, say, have you considered whether Allah should cause my death and those with me, or have mercy upon us? Who can protect the disbelievers from a painful punishment? So here we see, Qul, say, Ara'aytum, have you seen, in ahlakani Allahu mamma'iya aw rahimana faman yujirul kafirina min azabin alim. Qul, say, Ara'aytum, have you seen, it's from Ra'a, in if ahlakani Allahu, Allah destroys me. Waman, and whoever ma'iya, with me, aw, or rahimana, have mercy upon us, faman, then who, yujiru, protect, al-kafirina, the disbelievers, mean from azab, punishment, alim, painful. Say, have you considered, if Allah destroys me and those with me, or has mercy on us, then who can protect the disbelievers from a painful punishment? So Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying, if Allah can destroy, it will destroy, and nobody can protect except the mercy on us. It's the rahmah of Allah which can protect all of us from the punishment. So everyone needs the mercy, that is rahmah. Even before entering to Jannah, no matter how much good deeds you have, but you should have the mercy, rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then only you can pass the test. And here, then who can protect the disbelievers from a painful punishment? That's what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is informing them. قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين. Say, he is most gracious. Who? قل هو الرحمن. Allah is Rahman, most gracious. We believe in him. Amanna bihi. We not only believe, wa alayhi tawakkalna, and we do tawakkul and rely, trust upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَسَتَعْلَمُونَ مَنْ هُوَ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. So you will come to know who is in clear error. Soon, فَسَتَعْلَمُونَ is very soon they will come to know. How soon it will be? It will be the time of the day of judgment. Whenever the day of judgment comes, that will. But every person, he will die in this world. That is the end of their deeds. But they will see, they will be in clear error. When they die, that's the closing. They can't do any good deed except whatever they left behind. If they did something good, that will be written in their account. So here they will be in Dalalin Mubin, and here we see they are in Dalalin Mubin, and here in the end, قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء معين. So ayah number 30 say, have you considered, if your water were to become sunken in the earth, then who could bring you flowing water? Allah is asking, if I sunk the water, who can bring the flowing water? And you remember before in the starting we have seen the ayahs. Allah was asking, if I throw the pebbles from the sky, who can save you? So let's see the quick review from ayah number 1. And this is the surah, Tabarakallah biyadihil mulk wa huwa ala kulli shayin qadir. Blessed is he in whose hand is dominion, and he is over all things component. And Tabaraka is from Baraka, abundance. And this is only used for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has so much barakah. And here biyadihil mulk, he has whose hand is dominion. And mulk is milkiya, he owns it. He has the power and the ownership. And here in this surah, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there's a hadith where I mentioned in the starting two clips also. Again, I'll repeat it. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, this is a surah in the Quran that is comprised of 30 verses that interceded for a man until he was forgiven. And this surah is Tabarakallazi biyadihil mulk. It is Suratul Mulk. It will intercede for the people who recite this surah. And Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also said, Suratul Maniyata Tabarakallazi. From the punishment of the grave, meaning it is a surah that will prevent its people from being punished in the grave. And I have repeated in previous clip too, and I explained to other students here that this surah only will save you if you read it. Make it a habit after the Isha prayer. Make it a habit. That's what the sunnah is. And here the second ayah is the core. He liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala. We have to do ahsan amal according to Quran and sunnah. He who created death and life to test you to which of you is the best in deeds, in action. It's not ahsan amal what you think. It's according to Quran and sunnah. And he is exalted and might and forgiving. And here in ayah number 3, and he is the one who created 7 heavens in layers, and do not see in the creation of most merciful any inconsistency. So karataini, again and again, see the vision, you don't see any breaks, nothing. And then ayah number 4, the return your vision twice again, karatain, your vision will return to you humbled while it is fatigued. You will tired, but you won't see any flaws in it, in the sky. And we have certainly beautified the nearest heavens with the stars, and have made from them what is thrown at the devils, and have prepared for them the punishment of blaze. And like here I explained you, heaven is beautified with the stars and everything, and but what is thrown at the devils have prepared for them the punishment of the place. And ayah number 6, as for those who disbelieve in their Lord is the punishment of hell, and wretched is the destination. And when they are thrown into hellfire, they hear from the dreadful inhaling while it boils up. While it boils up, here we have seen the hadith too. The Prophet ﷺ said people will cry at that moment, because that's the, and I explained the howling sound of the hellfire and how it will be bring down key. And here the beginning of this, which is Shahid, and the ending of which is Safir, inhaling and exhaling of the hellfire. And there's a hadith regarding that. Prophet ﷺ said, certainly the people in hell will weep so much that if ships were made to sail in their tears, they would sail, and they will weep tears of blood. And ayah number 8, Takadu tamayyazu min al-ghayz, it almost burst with the rage. And every time a company is thrown into it, keepers will ask, did they not come to you any warner? They say, Qalu bala. And did they not come to you a warner? They say, yes. And then they denied. They will say, yes, a warner has come to us, but we denied. And Allah has not sent down anything. You are not but in a great error. Now they will be in error. The keeper of the hellfire will ask, any warner came? Yes, yeah, Qalu bala qad jana. And then ayah number 10, Law kunna nasmo, and they will say, if only we had been listening. So use this faculty for listening, reason, we would not be among the companions of the blaze. And ayah number 11, they will admit their sin. So it's alienation of the companions of the blaze. And ayah number 12, Inna lazina yakhshawna rabbahum bil ghaibi lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun kabir. So those who fear their Lord unseen will have forgiven and great reward. But the key thing, you have to yakshawna rabbihim bil ghaib. For them only will have maghfirah and ajrun kabir. And Prophet ﷺ said, no man will enter the fire who weeps for fear of Allah until the milk goes back into the udder. And I explained you the hadith. You remember all the students? So, you know how the person was dead and he asked to burn it into the ashes and he was forgiven because he has the fear of Allah. And ayah number 13, and conceal your speech or publicize. Indeed, he is knowing of that with the chest. Does he created not know while he is the subtle? Allah knows he is Latif, and it is who made the earth tame for you. So walk. You know, Allah made on ayah number 15, Allah made this earth so smooth so that you can walk. It's not like slopey or something. And eat of his provision, and to him its resurrection. And do you feel secure that who holds authority in the heaven would not cause the earth to swallow and suddenly it would sway? In ayah number 16, there's a warning. Earth can sway and it can swallow, but still you walk that way in arrogant manner. And I taught you a dua, Allahumma innal asalukal afiyata fid dunya wal akhirah. This was taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And ayah number 17, do you feel secure that he holds authority in heavens and earth and not send against a storm of stones? You know, Allah can send from heaven storm of stones. And this is the warning from Allah. And already had those before them denied, the people who denied how terrible they were. And in a 19 ayat, how the birds flap their wings, how stretch and how they are flying. Most merciful knows this. Indeed, he is of all things seen. And ayah number 20, or who is it that could be an army for you to aid you other than most merciful? Allah is asking, who can save you other than Allah? Like only Allah can save you. He's the most merciful. But do you understand? So here we have seen from ayah number 20, only most merciful is saving us. And here, but they persist in insolence and aversion. And ayah number 22, then he who walks fallen on his face and better guided, or one who walks the straight upright on a straight path. And in ayah number 23, we have seen it is who has produced you and made for you hearing and vision. And we have seen three faculties mentioned here, Sama, Absara, and Afida. We have to use that and utilize it. And ayah number 24, say it is who has multiplied you throughout the earth. We are multiplied, isn't it? People are born, they are scattered, and one day we all will be gathered together on the day of judgment. And here, and they say, when is the promise? It should be truthful. Allah is saying, yes, Allah is truthful, but they are asking in a mocking manner. But one day it will happen. They are asking for the azab, for the punishment, and one day it will come. But here, and here in ayah number 26, say the knowledge is only with Allah. قل إنما العلم عند الله وإنما أنا نذير مبين. I am the clear warner. And not only that, and here it says, when they see it approaching, the faces of those who disbelieve will be distressed. And we said this is that for what you used to call, because falamma ra'aw zulfatan, it will approach near wujuhal lazina kafar wa qila hadha allazi kuntum bihi tad'un. This is the thing they were asking for. When it approaches, they will be in distress. And then in ayah number 28, say, have you considered whether Allah should cause my death and those with me, or have mercy upon us? Who can protect the disbelievers from a painful punishment? Who can protect from the painful punishment? And not only that, in ayah number 29, we have seen, say, he is the most merciful. We have believed in him. Amanna Bihi walayhi tawakkalna. This is the key thing. And upon him we have relied, and you will come to know who it is that is in clear error. In the end, Allah again reminds, have you considered if water gets sunken in the earth, who could bring you flowing water? Jazakallah khairan kaseera. Subhanakallah.